Every time you light my face, I do wanna say it's you my babe. I won't be too late.
Hey YouTube, it is your girl Jeremy Speaks, and today we are doing a 2025 New Year's reset. So I have my iPad here. We are going to look at what's on our to-do list for today. We're gonna make our coffee. We're gonna clean the kitchen, living room, and the bedroom. We are going to create our vision board. We are going to set up our Notion planner, and then we are going to set up our budget for the first quarter of the year. So before we can even get to the fun stuff, the planning, we need to really clean this kitchen. So it is officially the next day. So last night I cleaned some of the house, made dinner, knocked out, okay? So today we're actually gonna get into the fun stuff, and that is actually planning for our future, planning for 2025. So to do my planning this year, I'm going to be using Notion for the very first time. So pretty much we're just gonna be setting up Notion together, and I will probably do a Notion tour next week once I have it officially set up. But right now it is just very bare bones. So okay, y'all, so we are in Notion, and we just opened a new note because we are going to brainstorm our goals. But not only are we going to brainstorm them, we are going to put some steps that we can take to actually reach our goals. Because I share a couple of my goals with you guys, but not them all, but just some of the ones I feel like that you guys may or may not have in common. To pay off $2,000 in credit card debt. Now this isn't for the whole year, but this is just one thing that is attainable for me, that I can see, that I can touch, that I can do. Okay, I have two main credit cards. I have a smaller credit card, and I have another credit card with a higher amount. So I'm working on my smaller credit card first. How am I going to do this? Again, I don't know the exact amount I'm going to be able to put towards my credit cards yet, because I haven't done my official budget. In order to reach this goal, so let's go ahead and turn this into a heading 2. Okay, so I'm going to say, in order to reach this goal, I'm going to put $300 a month on this credit card, okay? So once again, once we do our official budget, this number could go up or this number could go down. But this is my goal, and I can feel without $100 a month on this credit card. Okay. So that's first goal. So that's attainable for me. That's something that I can do starting this month. Put $300 a month onto this credit card. The next goal is that I want to travel to 2 international destinations and 2 domestic destinations in 2025. So let's go ahead and put that down. Realistically, how am I going to be able to do this? Now, once again, I haven't done my official budget, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to put into a travel savings, but I know that I need to have me some sort of travel savings account to my goal. Okay, so the next thing is that I want to save. When I enter into 2026, I want to have a savings of $3,000 sitting in my bank account. Now, I know that that is not a lot of money, but I am, once again, I'm young, I'm starting small, but that is my goal, is to have money sitting into my bank account as I go into 2024. Myself goals that I can see myself achieving with what I have right now going on in life. Okay. We are going to put this like it's a bill. So let's go ahead and do 3,000 divided by 12. So I need to save $250 a month. My fourth goal I put down is kind of a weird one, and y'all don't know this, but around 2.5 years ago, my little brother passed away from cancer, and he was a huge gamer. You guys, set up when I move out, when I give me an apartment in honor of him, and that is one of my goals this year, and it just helps me cope with grief as well. So one way that I am going to pretty much achieve that, because remember, we're breaking all of our goals down into chunks. So one way that I'm going to achieve that is I'm a budget girly. So I'm going to start going thrifting more for the pieces that I want. Okay, so we're gonna put that down as one of our ways we're gonna achieve it, is go thrifting, not thirsty, thrifting for new pieces, as well as I need to plan out how do I want this to look, right? Because it's gonna be in my bedroom, so I need to plan out how do I want this to look. What are some pieces that I'm going to be looking for when I go thrifting? My ideal gaming setup for my location, for what I'm working with, right? First, we have spending time with God more, you guys. I want to find me a church in 2025. I want to find a church home. Let's do one more goal with you guys. Let's do one more. My final goal, you guys, and I don't even know how to word this because I don't exactly know what the goal is. And I know that's something I need to still sit down and think about. But on my vision board, I have a picture that says, and I'll put it up, it says coping strategies for grief and loss. So I don't exactly know what this goal is, because I don't know. I don't know what the goal is. I don't know if the goal is I want to learn how to cope better. I don't know if the goal is I want to share my journey more. I don't know exactly what the goal is, because it's such a gray area that it's just hard. But I do know that in 2025 I want to be able to speak about my brother's story more. I want to be, so that is all that we are going to do as far as goals go for 2025. I have more goals, but I can't really talk about them all with you because this video will be like 3 hours long. But let's go ahead and fill out this 2025 reset. Okay, so this is a template. It says it was created by this author. Okay, so one big thing, like I told y'all, that will define my 2025 is financial freedom. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes to fill this out, and then I'll be back with you guys. You guys, so another one of my goals in 2025 is that I want to read 15 books. So we just got back from Half Price Books and I picked up my January reads. For some reason the historical fiction was just sticking out to me today. So first up we have Sugar by Bernice L. McFadden. This is a story about, Sugar tells a story of a young prostitute who comes to Arkansas to start a new life. She moves next door to Pearl, who is still grieving the daughter who was murdered 15 years before. So I'm super excited to read this. We also have Homegoing by Yai Gayasi. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. So these are 2 historical fiction books, you guys. I'm just super excited to get to reading them, y'all. So we are going to start reading those, and that is my goal. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I have officially done my budget for the first 3 months of 2025. So stay tuned for my January budget with me video. But I'm just going to go into detail on how I'm going to reach my financial goals with my budget with you guys now. So of course, like I mentioned, I do everything through a template in Notion. Like I said, I will go more in detail on my budget with you guys in the next video. However, I have created this budget in mind for how I'm going to do my personal spending, pay off my credit card, everything like that. So my credit card, I'm going to aim to put $400 a month onto my $2,000 credit card that I'm trying to pay off. So the original payment is like $70 a month, but I'm trying to, like I said, make extra payments because I can pay it off sooner. And guess what? I told myself that once I pay off this credit card, I can buy myself a Nintendo Switch. So I'm trying to do that fast, okay? The next thing I want to do is put $300 a month into a travel account. And this is just so that I can pay for flights, I can have spending money, whatever, and I'm not having to use the check that I'm on to fund my trip, right? I'm going to put $400 into an emergency fund. Like I told you guys, one of my goals is to have $3,000 saved up by the end of the year. Then I'm going to put an extra $100 on the trip that I am taking to June. I'm going to Cartagena, Colombia. I'm super excited. That trip cost me about $140 a month. So, because I went through a travel agency. So I want to pay an extra $100 so that it can be paid off by time I go on to the trip, okay? They don't have a requirement that it has to be paid off by then, but I don't want to be paying on something I already went on. And then I have an extra $184 for unknown expenses. So I have an older car, so this is really what that could be for. Or it can just be for things that come up, you know. So that is how I am doing, you know, a few budgeted things. And then I have personal spending, rent, all of that. So if you want to see the details, like I said, stay tuned for the next video. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. My name is J. Irene Speaks. I am a 23-year-old recent college grad, and I am in my first year of being a full-time teacher. So just go ahead and subscribe to me. If any of that just resonates with you, we're going to have a lot of budgeting videos, a lot of lifestyle videos. Like I told you guys, I'm going to Colombia, so we're going to have a full-blown vlog of that. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is my first video, so it's only up from here. Bye!